Welcome to the channel. Let's talk about Candace Owens and Cardi B's Twitter feud and debate. All of what you needed to hear between these two, but what prompted this was Candace was on Ben Shapio's show talking about basically the state of Black America affairs, and how Black people are on the Democratic plantation, and how Black people are being used by Democrats with nothing to gain in return. So Candace was critiquing Cardi for essentially pandering to Black America, and she was critiquing Joe Biden also for pandering to Black America. Candace was saying that Joe Biden goes around and panders with the dumbest things to give to Black people rather than intellectual conversations with actual political individuals, and how he goes to the rappers, and how Black people need to not accept this because this is the lowest spectrum you can go on. So then followed a series of tweets between Candace and Cardi, that they went back and forth because Candace said Cardi was illiterate. Then they went back and forth on who is being used and who is not being used. So take a look. You can see that Candace Owens brings up the Joe Biden 94 crime bill, and you can see that Cardi brings up Trump telling people to drink bleach. Both valid opinions, both facts. And it continues to go on as Candace says Trump turned down the filming for the RNC, and Cardi thought she did not get asked, and saying how Joe Biden is a racist, and basically saying how Cardi thinks that having the #1 song and a huge platform, she can influence people. And Candace saying that really doesn't even matter. This is about political elections and intelligence. So you saw the tweets and by now, and you saw the tweets and the feud between Candace and Cardi, I'm sure. But I wanted to talk about what this means. And I wanted to talk about how they both think the other are being used. What I wanted to touch on was, so if Cardi is being used, and Candace is being used, who are using them? The people that are both running for president. So particularly, what does that mean for Black America? Black America is going to be used either way. So if these two are being used with means, both have platforms, both have more than mostly what Black America has, what does Black America get out of this deal? We have to vote for somebody. And like I said, if everyone is saying they're being used by white people, then what do Black people get out of this? And I think that's the larger question. I think we have to ask ourselves, because for me, I don't disagree with anything Candace Owens said about Cardi or Joe Biden. We need someone who is not going to pander to us through the means of rappers and entertainers. We need an intelligent, intellectual conversation that someone needs to have with these people to get the point across and get the views across and get policy across, rather than a rapper shouting words like okay and things like that. That doesn't get anything accomplished, and then we find ourselves ending up at the same spot. But what I have a question is for you is, do you think that white people let the rapper speak for them? This is now what we're getting, a rapper speaking for us, because we wanted these people to speak up so bad when the killings in Ferguson with Michael Brown and Trayvon Martin happened. We wanted Jay-Z to speak. We wanted Kanye to speak because we wanted them to speak. And if they didn't, we would rethink buying their albums. Did we put ourselves in this position to have a rapper actually speak for us? And what I agree with Candace Owens on is that Cardi is wrong in saying that Joe Biden has to listen to me because I have the #1 song in America and the UK and elsewhere. And that she can influence millions of people to vote. I think that the more important thing was, if you're going to influence people to vote, what is the policy that Joe Biden is pushing to better Black America? What is the policy that is being pushed to make Black people have better lives and live better lives and stop this state-sanctioned violence? What is that, rather than you have the #1 song? And I think that's what Candace's point was. I have to say, Candace definitely won this little back and forth debate. For sure, because again, pointing out the flaws that these presidential candidates or any politician does, the pandering to Black people, Hillary with hot sauce in her bag, Kamala listening to music that wasn't even out at the time she was saying it was, and Joe Biden saying, I'm going to get on a call with, Cardi B. Joe Biden actually got on a call with Cardi B. I think it was either magazine, which, doesn't even line up. We need real presidential sit downs and be respected like everybody else, or we can continue to get disrespected and get nothing from it. We shouldn't be surprised at this point if we accept this. And I think that's what Candace is basically saying. When we accept this pandering, we will get nothing because we accepted the lowest form of pandering. Him being on a talking about presidential things. What does America want, particularly Black America? And I guess brown for Cardi. These are the problems we keep. Candace Owens was right in what she said, and I don't think people should get that wrong. The message twisted just because you don't like who she stands for. The message she still said was correct. And if we keep accepting this type of pandering, Black people and Black America will be in a lower state, if not worse. And I think we have to really analyze that. And that's all I had to say about this. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with Candace or Cardi? Do you think Joe Biden pandering using rappers is wrong? And do you think Black people deserve an intellectual conversation? And have the competition or opposition be another Black person who is intelligent or who is in politics. You could have picked Bakari Sanders. You could have picked Lamont Hill. Joe Biden could have picked any one of these people. Any intellectual. He could have picked Brianna Joy, I believe is her name, who was, I guess, something for Bernie Sanders' campaign. You could have picked anybody. Tell me what you guys think in the comments about this. If you'd like to donate, please check out my description links below. Thank you for watching.